Hi everyone, I'm Steve with SoCal Property Sales, and today is going to be a great day because I'm sitting here with Sean Hart. Sean is our trusted lender. Sean has been in the mortgage industry for 21 years. He's very experienced. He brings that experience to our team. So today, Sean is going to talk to us about down payment assistance. So Sean, one of the questions I get all the time is, do I need 20% to put down on a house? What do I really need to buy a house? Can you talk to us a little bit about that, please?
Sure. So you don't need 20% down to buy a house. The reason that the 20% number exists is because that's the point at which banks don't require mortgage insurance. And we lost mortgage insurance as a tax deduction in 2016. So people try to get into a house and they want the tax advantages of owning a house.
Right.
So it's best to try to structure your down payment assistance, if you need it, to give you the best tax advantage. Okay. So some programs are tax deductible, some programs aren't. That's more for a one-on-one consultation, but in a general way, let's just talk about that.
Okay.
So we do have 100% financing. Veterans get 100% financing. So, and then your next step would be an FHA loan. FHA is minimum of 3.5% down, and you can put more down on an FHA loan, and it lowers the mortgage insurance. Okay, so there's a couple of options there. We also have the 100% program, which is a forgivable second. So it's an FHA loan in first position with a forgivable second. It's also 100%. However, as we get into those programs, they're means tested. Means tested means they're restricted by income or they're restricted by area, zip code or census tract. So that's a little more specialized, and we would need to talk about that more one-on-one if you need, if you're really tight budget-wise and don't really have much of a down payment. But if you can swing a gift or tax return or some savings or a 401k loan, many times the other down payment programs are a little bit better. One of them I'd like to highlight today would be the Unison program. Unison is a conglomerate of pension and endowment money that's brought into the mortgage industry and helps people buy homes. What it does is it doubles your down payment. What I mean by that is it matches your down payment. So if you've got 10%, they've got 10%. If you've got 15%, they've got 5%. The whole goal is to get you to 20% down so that there is no mortgage insurance involved, and you have the lower payment of putting 20% down. Now, there's no free in mortgage, Steve.
Right.
We talked about that.
We did talk about that, but this is a great program that you're talking about.
Yeah. So there is no free. So if they're going to give you a bunch of money, they're going to want something in the end. And it's an equity share program. And again, that may not be for everybody, but it's one of the tools in our down payment assistance box. Okay? We've got a pretty big toolbox of down payment assistance tools here. And of course, we have traditional mortgage insurance, and we even have a product where we can put the mortgage insurance in the rate. By putting it in the rate, of course, your rate goes up slightly, but it's tax deductible that way. So you kind of get around the loss of the tax deduction element.
Right.
But it's still legitimate. It's perfectly fine. We do these loans all the time.
Okay.
So again, I would recommend a one-on-one consultation. Once you start working with a member, a client, obviously we're going to want to speak with them and see what program is going to fit their budget.
Right.
Their family goals.
That is great information. And so you don't really need 20% to put down.
Not at all.
I love it because that is one of the things people do believe is, wow, I don't have a large enough down payment to buy a house right now. Maybe in a couple of years. But a couple of years comes and they still don't have the 20% down.
Well, also prices have gone up over those 2 years because you didn't get into the housing market, and so you're getting left behind every time you don't step in.
Exactly.
So it's one more reason to get into the market and we can talk about timing and that type of thing in another video, but I really think that getting on the escalator and riding up the rising tide of home prices and having the tax deduction and the benefits of home ownership that go along with it.
Right. So we can buy it now. That's what it really is about.
If you want to, yeah.
We have the tools through you to be able to buy now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Great. Sean, how can the viewers get in touch with you?
SeanForLoans.com. SEAN, 4, loans.com.
And how soon will you get back to them?
Right away. We have a concept on our team of running to the lead. So if I'm not available, one of my other team members will call, but generally speaking, it's going to be me. I really want to have that upfront consultation with a client and get them welcomed onto the team and get them moving as quickly as we can.
Great information. Sean, thank you so much. I
My pleasure,
appreciate
Steve.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And remember, who you work with matters. Thank you.